What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. Today, we're talking about storms continuing to roll through the southeast. We had some last night, and they're still going. Alabama, Georgia, some of the Carolinas could see some more high winds and possible tornadoes today through tomorrow. Then talking about another system. Now that one's going to swing through the western U.S., could possibly bring some snow to the Rockies. Some of that could be kind of significant right in time for your holiday. And if you're not in the Rocky Mountains, we're still talking about the rest of the nation, what your holiday is going to look like on Thursday. If you got any travel plans, etc., we're covering it all towards the end of the show here. But before our weather, come check out Weather the Storm, guys. This one's online, so you can do it from your couch. Check out Atlas's Roofing YouTube page. We got episodes 1 through 5 out now. You can watch those in any order. They're all about storm chasing and how Atlas shingles withstand the test of time with severe hail that they're core punches. So got lots of cool storm chasing stories in there. Episode 6 is coming out next week, so we got that one to look forward to. Now getting into our current conditions. There goes that storm system through the southeast, not looking as strong as it did yesterday, so everything here today is going to be pretty scattered, pretty isolated, but still a chance to see some tornadoes and some high winds through this whole region if you're out ahead of that cold front. Up north, though, north end of that storm, spitting a ton of rain out through Ohio, West Virginia, regular Virginia, all the way up into the northeast there, where we're starting to see some freezing rain as well as a wintry mix out ahead of that whole system. So that's something to keep an eye on if you're up in the northeast, not getting that severe storm system, but you are getting some impactful weather with the north end of that low. So there goes the trough, lots of cold air if you're up north of that, like 39 degrees in Minneapolis, warming up to 61 down in Houston, but pretty much across the nation, it's going to be a little bit chillier today, starting to feel a little bit more like Thanksgiving week with that cold weather starting to swing through. And if you're out ahead of that cold front, again, you're warm for now, but hang on to your hats because you got that cold weather starting to sweep its way into your area. Same with that dry air, 64-degree dew points in Atlanta. That's what we need to maintain that severe weather, and so we'll see that continuing to today. But you know, things should dry out as that passes by. So in about an hour now, that line is expected to track into the Atlanta metro, same with Montgomery, all the way down into south central Alabama. Any little pockets on that could potentially spin up some brief tornadoes as well as produce some gusts here and there. Should be, again, very scattered, but nonetheless, this does have the potential to be producing severe conditions into this afternoon and evening as it tracks off to the east. There you are by 6 p.m. Eastern. Now things tracking into the Macon area, into Greenville, all the way up into parts of North Carolina, continuing that severe threat. If you're not getting hit by tornadoes or high winds from this, which again, scattered, you're probably going to be seeing some thunder, maybe some lightning flashes here and there with that, as well as lots of heavy rain with that whole line as it continues towards the coast into the overnight hours. So there it is by midnight, starting to break up a little bit, then it resurges some strength as it heads towards the Atlantic, and then we're back to the races through the Carolinas for tomorrow. So for our wind risk today, no hail, not looking like much of a hail threat today, just not enough instability to be producing that, severe stones. But could get some gusts up to 60 miles an hour or so anywhere from the Atlantic down into the Gulf. So if you guys are kind of in that southern end of the storm system, that's where the most intense storms will be, but still low-end chances across the board to be seeing severe gusts from this system. Now, if you're in the tornado risk, all right, things should pick up a little bit in about an hour. Again, around the Atlanta-Montgomery area, that line should be pretty much at its maximum potential to be producing that severe weather. And then, there you go, as it tracks off to the east, should be starting to fizzle out on those conditions that are favorable to produce tornadoes. And then there it goes off the coast into tonight through tomorrow. So Again, this whole corridor here, though, is going to be seeing the best conditions. I put that in quotation marks, all right? Depends on how you want to look at it there. But the most extreme conditions from this severe weather system. So Montgomery, Mobile, the Dothan area, out in the western panhandle of Florida, you're going to be getting the most severe, and that's still going to be pretty low end. And then low chances across the board from Tallahassee all the way up into Raleigh-Durham and parts of Virginia for our tornado risk for today. So most action was yesterday, and now that things are tracking east, it's starting to fizzle out, but still that potential to see severe weather, so we're here telling you about it. Mobile all the way into Dothan, again, there's your moderate area, and then low to moderate if you're in Tallahassee, Valdosta, low end chance of tornadoes in Macon for today. But that whole southeast area, if you're in any of those highlighted areas, turn on those phone alerts, get ready. That line is tracking through. And then into tomorrow, all the way from Savannah up into Norfolk. You're going to be seeing a ton of heavy rain, some gusty winds here and there. Severe stuff is, again, going to stay pretty limited, and a chance to maybe see an embedded tornado or two as that finally makes its way off the coast. And you should have a pretty clear day after around 5 p.m. Just some spotty showers here and there, but nothing like we're going to be seeing with that front moving through and just dumping all that rain through your area. So for tomorrow, this is going to serve as our wind and tornado forecast for tomorrow, okay, so it's both risks. Charleston all the way up into Greenville, North Carolina, Wilmington as well, Morehead City. You guys could all be seeing some severe wind gusts, very spotty, even more scattered than today, and then some tornadoes here and there as that system kind of takes its last gasp before moving off the coast. Then into snow and Thanksgiving. All right, so we got some severe weather moving through at the beginning of this week, and then we're back to winter mode by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if you're in that kind of deep purple there, that's your winter weather advisory. If you're in this blue, that's your winter storm watch. Okay, so starting out with that winter weather advisory, could see in Montana snow accumulations like 2 to 5 inches, and you guys know out there, it depends on how high up you are, how much snow you get. Same deal in Idaho. High elevations could get up to 9 inches of snow, lower elevations looking at 1 to 7, but either way, potential to see some impactful snow through that winter weather advisory area for this watch. All right, Montana could see up to 16 inches of snow, depending on how elevated you are. All right, so over a foot possible in Montana. In Wyoming, could get just shy of a foot, around 8 inches. But either way, this whole highlighted area, potential to right over Thanksgiving week, right when you're trying to travel, do all your cooking, get your family, friends in town. That's when that snowstorm is likely to hit, so you're going to be dealing with that. If you're not in this whole winter weather area, got a high wind warning for you up in northern Montana, gusts up to 75 miles an hour. So it's not snow, but it's still going to blow you around, make driving difficult through that area with that advisory. And then out in the northeast, all right, we're seeing it already with some freezing rain, wintry mix, some snow moving through the area, but New York could get up to 1/10 of an inch of snow, or of ice, I should say, in some areas, and then up in Maine could get some heavier snow accumulations. So mostly snow for you guys up in Maine, could get that tricky mix down in New York. So let's take a look at that. Starting out, since that is starting right now, here's your 3-day ice forecast. Most of this is going to be coming from today. Chance of seeing at least 1/10 of an inch of ice is going to be centered between really like Syracuse and Burlington, that area of New York. Likely to see more of that wintry mix moving through from now into this afternoon and evening, and then later as that whole low pressure system makes its way out. Then for the snow timeline, all right? Got to take a look at our conditions here, future jet stream and otherwise, to see what our snow is looking like. Okay, so here's that first system that's bringing all that ice up into New England, storms down in the southeast. That's going to push off to the east. Then by Wednesday afternoon, so tomorrow, going to be pretty flat jet stream out in the upper northern Rockies. And then again, the last little breath of those storms on the east coast for us with that low pressure system. But then by Thursday, this guy starts dropping through, all right? And that's going to pull all that really cold air out of Canada, pull that up into the Rockies, and drop some snow along with it, with the remainder of that system. If you're not getting hit with that snow, more cold air swinging through the North Plains now, through the Colorado Rockies, and then we got out in front of that low if you're in the Southern Plains, so that could kind of impact our weather towards the end of this week. Temperature-wise, we got the cold weather that we need for snow up in the northern Rockies. No surprise there. I mean, it's late November. All right, so by tomorrow, jet stream's not looking too exciting. We're in the mid-40s up in Bismarck, even 60 degrees in Rapid City. But then by Thursday, all right, there goes that Arctic air dropping down into the northern part of the U.S., dropping us down to 26 degrees in Bismarck, 28 in Rapid City, and then hovering just around freezing in the Boise area. So, you know, a lot of us seeing that really cold air dropping through, bringing that snow along with it, and it's staying cold by Thursday at 6 p.m. So this is right around your Thanksgiving dinner hour. All right, lots of us seeing below freezing temperatures, and you know, even chilly down in the southern plains, 50 degrees in Oklahoma City, expected to be around mid-50s in DFW by Thursday afternoon. So it's gonna be a cold one. Good time to light a fire in the fireplace or something, put on a sweater, some Christmas music if you're that kind of person, and you know, wait on the rest of that cold air to move out of the way. Not going to be anytime soon. There you are by Friday afternoon. Still frigid across the U.S. Precip-wise, okay, here we are by today at 4. Got the rest of that system moving out. Got a lot of wintry mix heading through the northeastern states. All right, so snow out ahead of some mix. That's going to be freezing rain, and then the regular rain out behind that as that all tracks up northeastern or northeastward into Maine. All right, then got a little flicker of snow out through Montana and Idaho there. Starts to intensify by Thursday afternoon. Now seeing a much wider area of snowfall with that low pressure system heading now through Billings, through northern Wyoming, into the Boise area, etc., as it continues to sink down. Here's a look at your future radar during your Thanksgiving dinner hour. Again, should be mostly clear out in the U.S. East, and then, you know, could see some rain in the Gulf Coast area here, and then more snow out through the Rockies, continuing to sink down. I don't think it's going to make its way quite into Oklahoma. Everybody here in Oklahoma City is crossing their fingers, hoping this snow makes it down towards the I-35 corridor and into our neck of the woods, but I'm just telling you right now, I don't think it's going to make it. But it will be chilly on Friday with the remainder of that system. And if you're in Denver, Colorado Springs, Wyoming, just the whole state of Wyoming, plenty of snow for you guys. So here's your accumulations. All right, heading into Wednesday. Just a dusting out in Idaho and Montana, but then by Thursday, there we go, starting to get that Thanksgiving Day low pressure drop, and lots of snow out through Montana. Could see some higher amounts locally, just on those peaks, and then that's going to continue to spread down to the south and a little bit to the east into Friday. So plenty of snow for you for Thanksgiving. Plan your travel accordingly with this system, and we'll leave you with today's weather trivia. All right, so if you checked our stories, we asked how many thunderstorms are occurring on Earth at any given moment. All right, so take a second and guess. I'll give you a hint. It's in the thousands. So lots, but the answer is 1,500 to 2,000 thunderstorms, just anywhere on Earth at any given moment. So lots of those producing lightning, thunder. You know, if it's winter up in the northern hemisphere, you know it's summer down in the southern hemisphere. So somewhere on the globe, there's always some sort of action happening with those thunderstorms. So if you guessed in the 1,500 to 2,000 range, nice job. I mean, that's a crazy amount of thunderstorms. So kind of makes sense, though. We're a big Earth. So anyway, you guys can go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, go ahead and scan the QR code up above me or click the link in the description to this video, and we'll go ahead and get you signed up for a plan. Or if you have questions about our products, give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we'll be back tomorrow with more info on your Thanksgiving and that snowfall out in the Rockies. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.